I didn't really know what to expect. And as a person that's like a connoisseur of independent films, you know, a la Quilombo and films of that nature, I was just simply amazed.
I think anybody who has a canvas as big as film should kind of tell something relevant in between your entertainment, you know?
People are a little bit sensitive, they don't really want to talk about it. But it's a movie and, you know, everybody was so happy for me to be doing it. So they're like, all right, so let me open up a little bit. But it's so sad that we had no clue that this really happened.
And you did a fantastic job of retaining the dignity of that character. I really appreciate that as a woman, I really do.
I didn't know the story. And I came in here today to just expose myself, and I had to remind myself that people were acting, because it was that, the story was that strong, it was that well filmed, it was that well played out, that when the people, y'all know who you were when you came in the back, I'm like, wait a minute now, I'm watching your movie and I want you to be quiet, because I want to see what's, they'll tell you, I turn around and I said, shh. That's how much I was into it. So kudos to you. I really, really like the story. I
You know,
really did.
well, look, the story was one thing, but the actors were the actors,
Yeah.
and
Wow.
they're the colors of the portrait. So
You could have focused on one thing where it would feel like a documentary, but instead you kind of took us back to that era. You know, you kind of experienced everything. You know, it was just really, really well done.
yeah, thank you very much.
You know, Storm had been working in a community, a really, you know, authentic Jamaican ghetto community, and the folks who were in this community were creating this film. They were the ensemble players of the film, and a lot of the featured players that you see emerged from this community.
Watching the film for the second time in a quiet theater caused me to travel back in time to Jamaica, to a time when I was coming of age in Kingston, as a rambunctious teenager attending Convent of Mercy Academy. I'm reminded of my classmates who lived in certain areas and could not come to school because of curfews and other conflicts. I'm reminded that I lost a classmate to political violence in 1978. She was an alpha girl my age, shot and killed for being in the wrong place at the wrong time. As the story goes, she was a passenger on a bike with the notorious Earl Techlife, who was known to be affiliated with a particular people's party. Techlife, as he was called, had been involved in negotiating the peace treaty. And because of this, was involved in negotiating the peace treaty, and because of this, he, along with my classmate, was shot. When your character, Kamala, asked, "Why is it so easy to die for nothing?" I choked up at the memory. Storm, your positive portrayal of Rastafari is to be commended. I'm overcome with emotions when I see how you presented the possibility of Rastafari as it was in the 70s, when Rastafari was pregnant with promise and potential. Because of Better Mus Come, people can now have a better understanding of what happened during that very violent period in Jamaica's history. Because of Better Mus Come, people will now start to discuss what really happened.
Respect. Why, you know?
You have really intelligent themes. The music was great too, but it wasn't overpowering the acting. And I was like, I can't believe, I was almost crying because I can't believe I haven't seen a film like this in a major theater. And I have to like, it was just really good. Thank you.
Please let folks know, Storm,
Yeah, it's possible.
that you opened last Friday and every single screen, every single showing at the AMC was sold out. Okay, so let's not sleep on this.
If it weren't for the film being picked up by a firm,
Yes.
it would not be in any theaters.
Exactly.
And granted, a firm doesn't have the big marketing budget, but the vehicle is grassroots. So you want to see more advertising, but really, in order for this vehicle to work, the advertising is you.
The reason this film is here, the reason we've been showing in New York, we've been showing in Los Angeles, we've been showing all over is because people see this film, they have a serious reaction to it, they put their voices, they add their voices to the mission, And that's why this is moving. You understand? This is serious independent cinema. So if you're passionate about this, like spread it, you know what I mean? Like make a passionate effort to at least pass on the word.
Tell me about the film. What did you think?
Better Mus Come. It was phenomenal. It was my first time seeing it. I had heard a lot about it. I was brought here by a friend, and I was thoroughly impressed. And just the storyline was very inspiring.
All the characters really showed just a lot of realism and just put you in that time frame, and it was just so deep. And I am just so thrilled to have been here to see it, and also to be able to tell my friends and my family about it.
I myself am an inspiring filmmaker, and so it's really great to see somebody come through with an original story and see it through to the end.
I think it's really important to get this film on college campuses all around the world, because the youth are our future. This is a message that will resonate with them.
And so as a producer yourself, an attorney and everything, so what would you say to other independent filmmakers who are making these films and looking for a platform to show them?
Well, I think, first of all, whatever you do, it's going to be it's a huge challenge. So I think it's important when you get that window of opportunity, you do something worthwhile with it. It's important that we tell our stories. And it's about believing in something and having a mission and holding to it. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You might erase, accomplish what you will.